Hey there, welcome to this quick explanation on our Whisper AI Psychiatric application. Now I'll walk you through the key parts of our code to help you understand how this mental health assistant works. Let's dive in. First, we need to understand how we organize our medical knowledge. To create a phase index, we are using this index document Python script. What it typically does is it load medical psychiatric documents, split them into chunks, create embeddings for each chunk, store these chunks for retrieval. The heart of our information retrieval system is the phase index. This is how we load it. The function loads our vector database which contains all our psychiatric knowledge. It uses the all mini LM L6v2 model to understand the semantic meaning of text. It also smartly determines how many documents to retrieve based on the database size. Our app uses several AI models. This loads our custom fine-tuned version of Gemma 3 1 billion parameter model, specifically trained on psychological content. We are calling it Whisper Psychology Gemma 3 1B. It optimized to give helpful mental health guidance. We also load a OpenAI Whisper speech-to-text model for audio input, and we are using Kokoro 82 million parameter model for generate speeches from text. Crisis detection is a critical safety feature. It detects if someone might be in crisis. If the system detects keyword related to suicide, self-harm, abuse, or severe distress, it can immediately provide crisis resources. Here's how we process a user's question. The process is first we check for crisis indicators. If high risk crisis is detected, we return immediate help resources. Otherwise, retrieve relevant medical documents from our phase index. Then we generate a prompt with context from those documents. After that, we send it to our fine-tuned model for response generation. Let me dive deeper into the response generation part of the application, which is the heart of how the AI produces helpful mental health responses. This function is the engine behind the AI responses. Here's what makes it special. First one is dynamic parameter handling. The function accepts various generation parameters like temperature, top K, and top P that control the creativity and quality of the response. Second one is smart token management. It calculates exactly how many new tokens the model can generate based on input length. Third one is optimized generation settings. The actual generation is packed with optimizations. Finally, the smart response cleaning. The after generation, the function does sophisticated post processing. It exact only new tokens. It trimmed complete sentence by finding the last punctuation mark. It handled the multiple generation sequences by picking the best one. Finally, our app has a beautiful Streamlit interface with chat history display, voice input capabilities, text to speech for responses, emergency resource section, customizable generation parameters. Okay, now let's see how we can interact with our chatbot. We can interact with our chatbot using text prompt or voice input. So let's ask a few questions. Now it shows thinking, which means it is processing the query. Now you can see it has identified itself as Whisper, which is our chatbot name. This is done by the system prompt we gave to the chatbot. Let's listen to the
My
audio.
name is Whisper. I've been working as your mental health care assistant, and I want to learn more about your experience.
Now let's see how voice conversation works. Why do I feel anxious all the time, even when nothing's wrong?
It sounds like you may have generalized anxiety disorder. Let Ray explore this further and work together to find ways to manage your anxiety and improve your overall well-being.
How do I calm myself when I'm having a panic attack? Now you can see it gives us very supportive responses.
Panic attacks can feel overwhelming, which can lead to a sense of helplessness. It is important to remember that you are not alone and there are ways to manage your symptoms. Try deep breathing exercises, focusing on slow, controlled breaths to help reduce the physical sensations associated with panic. Engage in relaxation techniques such as meditation or progressive muscle relaxation, if available. Additionally, engage in a calming activity such as reading or listening to music. Remember that th.
I'm going to commit suicide. As you can see, it quickly detects a crisis with keywords and responds accordingly.
Crisis alert. Immediate action required. I'm very concerned about your safety right now. Your life has value, and there are people who want to help.
Nothing makes me happy anymore. Is that depression?
It sounds like you might be experiencing symptoms of a mood disorder. Let's investigate further to determine the best course of action. Would you like me to schedule a follow-up appointment?
My mind keeps repeating horrible thoughts about people I love.
I hear that you are experiencing difficulty with intrusive thoughts related to loved ones. Let us explore ways to manage these thoughts to reduce anxiety and improve your overall well-being.
Thank you. This is a RAG model, so you can see the sources used to retrieve data when generating the response.